Chicago on the shores of Lake Michigan. Another beautiful sunny afternoon, but about 30 degrees cooler than it was a week ago here in Chicago. Hello, everyone. Tim Ryan and Johnny Morris at Soldier Field, where the Bucs and the Bears look for victory number one. And well, while the Bears lost to Atlanta last week, they rolled up more than 400 yards of offense behind Jim McMahon. But today they face yet another tough defense in the Bucs.
That's right. Jim McMahon did a good job, and he will start again at quarterback for the Bears. But the Bucs are tough, anchored by Leroy Selman and David Logan on the defensive line using that 3-4 defense. So the Bear offense will have its hands full. But so will the Tampa Bay defense, because Willie Gault, the world-class sprinter and hurdler, is going to play a lot today and catch some passes. Last week, not one pass was thrown to Willie Gault. Coach Mike Ditka says he's going to throw today, and the Bucs better watch out.
And so the Bears will start first with the offensive series. Jim McMahon will bring out Matt Suhey and Walter Payton at running backs. Brian Baschnagel and Ken Marjoram will start at the wide receivers. The rookies, Jim Covert and Rob Fata on the left side, Dan Neal, Sorey, and Van Horn. And then Emery Moorhead, the tight end. Rob Fata starting with the still injured Noah Jackson. So Fata and Covert will have their hands full with Leroy Selman and company. First down, Bears. Pitch, Suhey. Suhey got a couple on the right side where Andy Hawkins, the linebacker, number 59, pulled him down. Moorhead, Saldi, double tight end here on 2nd and 7, and that is Saldi in motion. Walter Payton gets a block on the corner, a good one by Moorhead on Washington, and it turned Payton upfield. He'll be short of the first down, but it will be 3rd and about 3 when the Bears get the ball back here. Gene Sanders, and that led to all kinds of problems by the end of the first period. Out of the shotgun, McMahon has time but no receivers. Now he finds Payton open. Payton has the first down to the Bears' 28-yard line before Scott Brantley, number 52, forced him out.
Well, there's Walter Payton, a man who caught 8 passes last week, a man who has over 10,300 yards rushing only in his 9th year in the NFL, and he stayed alert that time as McMahon had all day. Look at that. The only runner to rush for over 100 yards more than once, and he's done it 5 times against Tampa Bay. So if they stop Payton, they'll stop the Bears, but if they don't stop Payton, things don't look too good for Tampa Bay. He's the key.
It is 2nd and 9 for the dark-clad Chicago Bears. In motion, Saldi, and he opens a big hole. Payton has a first down. A gain of about 9 yards. Cedric Brown, the safety, making the tackle.
And watch the block by the remaining back, Matt Suhey. 26 goes through the line, and there he really lays the block on Jeff Davis. 58 makes a big hole as Walter Payton goes through and gets some big yardage. Good block by the interior line, and especially Matt Suhey right up the middle on the linebacker one-on-one. Not bad.
The first down for the Chicago Bears opening series. Tim Ryan and Johnny Morris from Chicago. Suhey straight ahead for a gain of about 4 yards. 3rd down here as the Bears try to keep the opening drive alive, and they give us to Walter Payton out of the shotgun. Payton has the first down yardage over midfield to the Bucs 49-yard line where Hugh Green forced him out. Interesting call. Certainly caught the Bucs by surprise on the passing down.
Off the shotgun, watch 34, Walter Payton. There's the inside handoff, a good block by Moorhead as he came down the line, and Payton dipped to the outside. Reeve Sorey, 69, is out in front to throw the block on number 53, Hugh Green. Green gets an arm on him, but Payton was able to get just beyond that first down marker. The Bears keep the drive alive.
They spot the ball right at the midfield stripe. They spot it at the 47-yard line. So it'll be 3rd and a long 6 for the Bears. McMahon up the middle. Open is Ken Marjoram, number 82, for the first down. He took quite a shot from Neil Tolsey, but held on to the ball, and another Chicago first down.
You're going to see a crisscross between Marjoram and 87 Emery Moorhead out of the shotgun. They'll come from right and left and crisscross, and there you can see that there it goes Moorhead, and here comes Marjoram across the middle, and Cedric Brown was a little bit screened off by Moorhead as he came across. It's not a pick, but he just kind of gets in the way and forces the defensive back to stay a little deeper.
5 defensive backs in on 3rd down. Johnny Ray Smith, number 22, joining the Bucs secondary. There's shotgun again. McMahon, quick pass out to Suhey. Suey is met immediately, and he is short of the first down at the 32-yard line. Johnny Ray Smith, the nickelback, made the initial contact. Parsons angling. Does a good job. Excellent job. Dennis Gentry, number 29, who was down waiting for it at the 1-yard line. Defensively across the front, Hartenstein, Osborne, Hampton, and Al Harris. The front four with Wilson, Singletary, and Cabral starting for the injured Gary Campbell at linebacker. Richardson, the rookie, with Frazier, Fensick, and Bell, the Bears secondary. It is first down for the Bears, and Frank Garcia showed he can punt the football low or high. 53-yarder on first down, play action. McMahon calmly in there, now running out of time. Can't find the receiver, he'll run. Out of bounds at the Buccaneers' 47-yard line, a pickup of about 4 yards for McMahon.
They have a little bit more imagination on offense, the old Dallas-type offense. Now we're looking at Tampa.
Jerry Goldstein at quarterback. Wilder finds some daylight, steps over a tackler or two, and is close to first down yardage. 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Wilder, and Wilder pulled down by Singletary, but not before he picked up about 7 yards. Marching out of their own end. Again, Owens into the point. Again, Wilder, and he is hit behind the line. And again, it's Jim Osborne. From Southern, who really put a wrap on it. First down for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They are in Bears territory at the 48. The pitch is to Wilder. Off tackle right, he runs through people for a gain of about 8 yards. We were talking earlier about him as we see Otis Wilson, the man to pull him down. It is 2nd and 3 at the Bears' 41. Goldstein, the quarterback, to Wilder, and Wilder continues to be the main man, picking up another first down. It's come out of the eye. Carter to the left, House to the right. Short drop, and the first pass is complete to Gerald Carter. Carter gets to the 30-yard line. 3rd down and 9 for the Bears from their 21. Out of the shotgun. He's got a wing left, and now in motion, Emery Moorhead back to the ball. McMahon has an open man, Suey. Suey is dropped at the 25-yard line for a gain of only 3 or 4 yards.
Well, I'm going with Connors.
Okay, first down, Tampa Bay. That is James Owen bashing through Brian Cabral and getting to the 39-yard line for a gain of about 6, maybe 7 yards.
Pro football, you got to throw on first down. This established a run is a bunch of baloney, in my opinion.
I wish you wouldn't waffle. There's an interception by Holt, Johnny Holt, from West Texas State. In the pro set, Suey and Payton. Dash angle right, Marjoram left. Walter Payton, nowhere to go. Now he breaks loose and gets out to the 20-yard line. There's a piece of Walter Payton. Hugh Green was the man to pull him down. He ran into a brick wall of white shirts and somehow got about 4 out of it, maybe 5.
Well, I'll tell you what, David Logan and the rest of the gang just jammed up. You can't even see Payton anymore. They might even claim a slow whistle on that baby, but Payton just jammed out there, and of course he had number 53, Hugh Green, one-on-one there, and Green made the tackle.
2nd and 4 from the 20-yard line. Galt and McKinnon now the wide receivers. Payton again right up the middle, and he will be close to the first down, and depending on where they spot it, he ran through the nose tackle, David Logan. Bears with 5 first downs to 2 for Tampa Bay. Neither team, as we commented, has been able to move the football. Deep for Galt. Broken up by Mike Washington at the last minute and intercepted. Intercepted by Cedric Brown, number 34, off the tip from Mike Washington, and Brown returns it all the way to the 45-yard line. 6 defensive backs are in for the Bears on 3rd down. Goldstein, good catch by Carter. Carter with a good move. Gerald Carter, the 10. Gerald Carter. Is he in or not? He's out at the 1-yard line. Gerald Carter. And what a move he put on Mike Richardson, the rookie from Arizona State. 51-yard play for Gerald Carter from Jerry Goldstein. And here is Wilder. Wow, is he hit by Singletary. Mike Singletary. And there's somebody underneath as well, but it was Singletary. They really straightened him up.
Number 50, And watch, he could come dime. It gets a full head of steam. Here gets Wilder, gets the ball, he goes up over everybody and puts the clamps on Wilder. Wouldn't that be something if they have to set it for 3 points?
3 tight ends are in for Tampa Bay on the third down play. Play action. Goldstein trying to run, will not get there. And it was Al Harris, number 90, putting the grab on him and forcing fourth down. Gary Fensick right there with him. And the Bears come up with a big defensive play.
On the quarterback rollout, Mike Hartenstein, number 73, does a good job of turning this back in. And then you're going to see Harris. There's Hartenstein turning Goldstein in. Here comes Harris from the backside, and Gary Fensick, 45, on the tackle, and they stop him. They'll settle for 3 points in that 1 yard. Gerald Carter's probably talking to himself. If I could have gotten 1 yard further.
Bill Capice with the field goal try, a 20-yarder, which is good. First down for the Chicago Bears. Bashnagle moves into the slot left. They give us to Suey. Suey going straight ahead, picks up about 4 yards over the middle of the Tampa Bay defense. 2nd and 5. Play action, slow developing. McMahon has Payton wide open. 30-yard line to the 10. Touchdown. Walter Payton took 2 Bucs with him for the last 10 yards. Holt and Brown were unable to keep Walter Payton out of the end zone. A 73-yard touchdown play.
What a super run. He got open down the sidelines as the Bears did all kinds of things here on the fakes. They faked an end-around reverse with McMahon, who held the ball, and you'll see Payton all by himself, and then he takes it down the sidelines, but you'd never know. He has that stutter step. That was Holt giving a try at him. They tried to hit him high. He goes into the end zone. You cannot hit Walter Payton high. Let's see if they play it safe or go for it.
McMahon is 7 of 12 for 98 yards, and he will throw on first down. Up the middle to Moorhead. Nice catch. Moorhead has a first down after the 25-yard line. Number 53, Hugh Green. Jim McMahon told us on Friday, as we look at his stats, that he did feel the pressure to perform last week after a preseason in which he was not exactly dazzling. He acknowledged that, said, yes, I wanted to do well last week, and I should have done better. 2nd down for Galt. Galt had to come back to the ball. He has the first down, but he is stopped at the 45-yard line, covered there by Andy Hawkins and Johnny Holt.
He's 12 yards off. And let's see where Galt, when he ends up 10 yards down the field, Holt is still about 10 yards off. He goes down, just stops and turns in, and Holt comes up to make the tackle. But you can't blame Johnny Holt for that kind of coverage. He doesn't want Willie Galt to get behind him with 30 seconds to go. You have to depend on linebacker help in that kind of a situation.
I suppose the questions will linger about whether he can get the ball deep. And, of course, he's confident he can throw the long ball. We only had one example of it so far today. It did come up a little short, intended for Galt. The one that was knocked away by Washington turned into an interception. Dave Stahl's in defensively for the Buccaneers. McMahon has lots of time directing traffic, trying to find an open man. Now he's going to run with the ball, trying to get the first down before he goes out. With 20 seconds on the clock. Out of the I formation. Blitz action, the blitz is on. He dumps it off nicely to Payton. Payton gets away from one man, is out of bounds at the 38-yard line. The Bears first down with 13 seconds on the clock.
Hawkins, 59, coming from the outside, but the screen is right over to the area where he came from, and Payton, with another pass reception, gets away from number 20, Neil Colsey, and is finally knocked out of bounds right there. Stop the clock. McMahon is an interesting young man. He had a terrible accident when he was 6 years old. He was trying to cut a thing on his belt with a fork, and it jammed up and hit him in the eye and did some damage to his cornea, so he can't see beyond about 80 or 90 yards. But he says in football it doesn't really matter too much. I guess it doesn't, but he came back from that, has to wear dark glasses all the time because of the light that goes into his eyes from bright sunshine.
Suey and Payton, Bashnagle and Galt, the wide receivers. Payton out of the backfield is hit by Hawkins immediately, picked up about 5. A little extra rough stuff now going on between Logan and Keith Van Horn. He's had one practice shot from 45. It's good. A 50-yard field goal for Bob Thomas.
Now he can laugh and smile. He had to wait a long time for his chance, and it didn't bother him. He put it right between the uprights, and the Bears have taken the lead by a score of 10-3. And he got himself into the end zone. Goldstein still at quarterback.
Goldstein on first down has a completed pass and a first down to Gerald Carter. Goldstein on second down, on the first down, has a completion to Jimmy Giles and a gain of about 9 yards to the 49-yard line. It is first down in the 49-yard line of the Bears. Quickly out to Kevin House, stopped by Todd Bell as soon as he caught the ball. Another completion for Goldstein and a gain of about 6 yards. Owens the deep back. Give it to Owens, and he is racked up by Mike Singletary. Singletary nailed him behind the line for a loss of a yard. Baylor, the number 2 pick at 81. Second and 11. Pass complete to Owens out of the backfield. He is dropped at the Bears' 32-yard line. Makes a third and a long 2 for Tampa Bay. They're in Bears territory on the march. Goldstein, quick release to the tight end Giles. First down to the Bears' 26-yard line. Nice play, a little look in, an old-fashioned play. Walt Williams making the tackle. Let's see if he can rebound from it. Third down. Now the play tougher and bigger for Jerry Goldstein. Gets the time again, delivers that one to Giles. Jimmy Giles blast down to the goal line. Will they let him in or not? So far, no signal. He has stopped right at the goal line. 3 tight ends are in for Tampa Bay. They shift to the eye. Wilder the lead back. Owens behind him. Owens, touchdown. James Owens diving into the end zone. So ankle for the injured Dave Revis and rookie Kelly Thomas. Those 2 tackles did a good job on that drive. This is Anthony Hutchison getting some room up the sideline for the Bears on the kickoff return to the 35-yard line of Chicago, giving them good field position. Young newcomers in it. McMahon has the time and finds Walter Payton. Payton shakes off one tackler, then slips, gets up quickly, dropped the ball. The ball is loose. In Tampa territory, let's see who's got it.
He's on the left. Now he'll come into the right of your screen. He fakes to the right and then comes back over the middle, and McMahon adjusts in the pocket and hits him. Now Payton's right out there all by himself, and you know, it's pretty tough to get him. Cedric Brown there missed the tackle, and then Payton gets up. Everybody is in on it, and I don't know, can't tell who stole that ball.
Goldstein at quarterback. They shift to the I formation. Carter left, House right. Short drop for Goldstein, and he goes to Carter, and that will be first down yardage if they mark it where he caught it. Leslie Frazier put the tackle on him. Complete again. And it was James Owens out of the backfield, driven out by Todd Bell, number 25, after a gain of maybe 7 yards. 10-10 the score. Galt and Bashnagle are the wide receivers. Play action from the end zone. Quickly out to Suey. Suey drops the ball as he's hit from behind, and it is out of bounds off whom? It is Bears ball. And I believe that Van Horn might have been the man who got a hand on it for Chicago.
The Buccaneers put a blitz on there. As you can see, 59 Hawkins came through. They just threw the little swing pass out to Suey. Galt had cleared the zone down the field, and then he's carrying that ball rather loosely, and it's stripped loose. Looked like Scott Brantley was in there to kind of knock the ball loose. Tampa Bay touched it several times, but could not get possession.
Out in the throw set, no motion, play action for McMahon. Trying to find a target downfield. Moorhead is open, he didn't see him. Now he goes for Galt. Galt ran over to make a great catch. He's dropped by Brown at the 27-yard line. Now maybe you're saying, why would he call that a great catch? Well, he came back to the ball beautifully and effectively cut off 2 defenders who were in position to steal it.
Well, as McMahon is so good at rolling out, he gets out to the outside here, and there's nobody around him. Galt is coming from the other side of the field. He just leads him to that side. Cedric Brown couldn't adjust, 34, and Galt just runs himself into the ball game, made sure of the grab. Now Galt is coming from the top of your screen. You see 34 as Cedric Brown tried to adjust, but he couldn't, and Galt makes the grab.
Spot formation left. Saldi in motion. Payton gets the block from Saldi and Suey and moves inside the 20-yard line. Saw that play back in the first half, and it will be close to a first down for Chicago. All right, it is 2nd and 6 for the Bucs, and Giles away from Otis Wilson has first down yardage out to the 34, maybe the 35-yard line for Tampa Bay. Little rollout play action. Just got the ball away, complete to Giles, and Giles has become the main man in the pass attack. Otis Wilson put the lick on him. Out at the 18. Suey. Sorey in front of him, and Payton, and Suey gets up close to the 10-yard marker with a diving effort. Scott Brantley forced him out. Shotgun for the Bears. Moorhead in motion. And has the time. He has the man. It's Marjoram. First down to the 41-yard line. Loose ball, but play is already dead. Kenny Marjoram shaking loose. Brown and Holt make the tackle. But Jim McMahon, the sophomore from BYU, delivers the goods. We saw Johnny Ray Smith with the ball, but the play had been whistled there.
Out of the shotgun, you'll see 82 come from right to left, right across the screen, and Holt has to cover him all the way across the field. That's kind of an impossible job, and it's a key first down for Chicago. Kenny Marjoram, one of the best windsurfers in the United States.
From the 35-yard line, it is 1st and 15 for Chicago. In motion goes Payton. Pitch out Suey. Cuts it back upfield, slipped a little bit, and got to the 40-yard line, back to the original line of scrimmage. Jeff Davis, number 58, having another effective afternoon. 3rd and 10 for Tampa Bay. So both these defensive teams have been doing the job. Let's see if the Bucs can beat the Bears defense here. Goldstein with the time, pumps and then runs out and throws it right to Terry Schmidt. Schmidt for the Bears. To the 10. Diving in, touchdown.
Terry Schmidt for the touchdown. Goldstein was under pressure, threw an ill-advised last-second desperation pass because he couldn't find anybody open. Then he was trying to scramble and just threw the ball kind of up for grabs, and Terry Schmidt, one of the extra backs on the prevent defenses, took it in, took the dive for the touchdown. A young man who lost his starting cornerback job to the rookie Mike Richardson has come through for the Chicago Bears. He alertly picked off that ball, and the Bears have the lead. Big mistake by Tampa Bay.
Fake drop this time, but Goldstein is sacked. Mike Hartenstein, number 73 from Penn State, a 9-year veteran. First sack of the day for the Chicago Bears.
Mike Hartenstein's on the left of your screen. Over the left tackle, Kelly Thomas. You'll see 73 gets outside of Thomas and just beats him and heads right in straight to the quarterback. You have to give the right tackle, Kelly Thomas, an F on that play, as Hartenstein just gave him a little move and just dipped to the outside and was there.
Last week, of course, there were 7 sacks by the Lions, so Kelly Thomas and Dean Sanders and the guards have been doing a little better job in this game. Goldstein going deep. He's got a man open. Theo Bell out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Mike Richardson, the rookie cornerback, on the coverage, one-on-one. Every play like that becomes a big one. The Bears in a shotgun, backed up deep in their own zone. Bucs trying to get pressure. They throw it out to Suey. Suey gets a good block. Suey still going. Suey to midfield. Tripped up by Mike Washington, number 40. There was an outstanding block there about 10 yards downfield, Johnny. We'll see who it is. 33-yard gain.
Watch the Buccaneers drop way off because they have a long way to go for a first down, so they just throw the perfect pass underneath, A screen pass to Suey. 69 Revisori's out in front to throw a key block. Payton was down the field. He got through and just kept his feet going as Scott Brantley was the man that was knocked down. And finally, Washington comes over to stop Suey.
Well, Johnny, what do you think?
We haven't seen that one in a long time. Jim McMahon with his first punt in the NFL.
Look at him. You can tell he's unhappy that it wasn't a good kick, like he really gets to practice a lot, right?
Okay, well, it surprised everybody. They didn't get a real good bounce out of it. They figured, I guess, 3rd and 25 as Kenny Marjorum's down there to down the ball. It hits him, but Tampa Bay has the ball. And actually, I think Tampa Bay would take that play, don't you?
Yeah. So Wilder and Morton are the running backs. Morton in the slot. They go to Wilder. He is dropped by Dan Hampton, slashing through. As soon as Wilder got the ball, he got Dan Hampton. And Theo Bell, 3 wide receivers are in. House in motion. Goldstein up the middle to tight end. Giles, he has a first down as Todd Bell tackles him at the 40-yard line, number 25. First down. Swing pass,
there
Morton.
They go.
Michael Morton dives for another Tampa Bay first down into Bear territory over the 50. Tripped up by Leslie Frazier, number 21. Almost identical number of choices on first down for the run. Oh, big hole up the middle, and it is Melvin Carver out of the doghouse and into Bear territory to the 39-yard line. And a first down. Long five for the Buccaneers. They give us to Morton. Morton up the middle, and the ball pops loose. Grabbed by the Bears. Michael Richardson recovering the fumble by Michael Morton. Morton had running room and a good gain when he coughed it up. A huge break for the Chicago Bears. First down, Chicago. Walter Payton cutting it off the right tackle side. Pulled down by Scott Brantley after a gain of about 5, maybe 6 on the play over the 20.
They're double teaming both wide receivers, a man head up on them, and then a 3 deep zone.
Goldstein. Complete. Gerald Carter. Carter gets to the 45-yard line. Leslie Frazier had the coverage. The ball came loose, but it is dead, and play carries on as the clock continues to tick. 46-yard line. And a sack by Hartenstein. Mike Hartenstein was left all alone. He dropped Goldstein back to the Buccaneers' 43-yard line. A cast of assorted talented people. First down, Tampa Bay. Complete. The tight end, Giles. Wrapped up by Al Harris, dropping back into the coverage. A gain of about 5. And Goldstein's got to make it happen here. Up the middle, complete. First down, Tampa Bay.
Now they're going to use their last timeout. Everybody's going down the field. They have 3 defenders right in front of them and a man deep.
Carter, House, and Tyler, and they just throw it up and hope.
Oh,
incomplete over everybody. Leslie Frazier got a piece of it. And that is it. It is all over. The Chicago Bears have outlasted the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It was an interception return for a touchdown by Terry Schmidt that provided the margin of victory. The Bears 17, the Buccaneers 10. We'll be back.